Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to remove the posts in the former vineyard. Last night we got a break in the rain and I went down there and removed all the wire. I was going to film it, but I was in a hurry and I had to get it done before nightfall. It's kind of windy. Let me back up a little bit. So those are the spools of wire. What I did was take the spinning jenny down to the bottom side of the vineyard, former vineyard, and you just cut the wires on both ends, hook them up to the spinning jenny, and spin that around and get it wrapped up. That wire is really hard to deal with. I believe that's 11 gauge wire, and the wire we're going to be dealing with today is 9 gauge wire. We're going to try to get all of the intermediate posts pulled today and get the wire off the end posts. The end posts are going to stay there for a while, and I want to try to get it cut as well. I got a bunch of other stuff to do, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get this done today, but we'll get it done in this video. So let's get the spinning jenny and the wire off of there and put the stuff on there that we're going to need. The challenge is going to be pulling these rebar posts. I think I have the solution, but that remains to be seen. The regular T-posts, those are 10 feet long, but we can use the T-post puller and a board if needed to get those out. We're going to use a T-post puller on these as well, if it works. But first, we're going to remove this hardware. This stuff is expensive, and we'll cut and get rid of these wires. Yeah, it's so windy today. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the video too much. All right, let's find out what size nuts we have on there. I think that's 1/2 inch, and we'll proceed from there. That was easy. I just took a wrench to it and it basically just rolled right off. We'll cut these right away. That is 9 gauge wire, which is pretty darn robust. Yeah, we're gonna keep all this stuff. Use it on some other outdoor project. All right, we'll see how this one goes. I couldn't use a socket because I don't have one deep enough, but these are just coming right off. All right. We'll get the rest of that. We'll get the wire and all that stuff off of there later. That's really all I need to do. Now let's see if we can get this off of there. the puller can't get a grip on this, so I'm gonna try to get something that it can get a grip on. Now we need to find out where it wants to be, and then put this right above it. Hopefully this works. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to try wiggling these things out. Oh, it's working. And with much less stress on it, I can just do that for the rest of the pull. Beautiful. All right, got a lot of these to pull. 114 to be exact. Probably not getting this done today. All right. They're all going pretty much the same. We got one T-post that will not come out at all, and we're just going to cut that one below ground level. But so far, the rest of these, one of them came out really hard, and the rest came out fairly easy. And this one is coming out easy. Relative. These are 3 to 4 feet in the ground. I believe that, yeah, they're 4 feet in the ground. They're 10-foot T-posts. 6 feet above the ground and 4 feet in the ground. And these are all working out kind of the same as well. There's a seam on both sides. You don't want to hit the seam. And all I do is pinch this and then kind of push with my upper body against the rebar so it doesn't bend towards the puller, and then ratchet it up with its own grooves. A couple of them were sticky and I had to use the vice grips. Keep that with me. But so far so good. Everything's coming out real good. I made a nick in it and then rocked it back and forth until it broke. The blade was not cutting, and it was a brand new blade for thick metal. All right, we got one more. Try rocking and pulling this one again. Wow, had a big curve to it. That's why it didn't want to come out. The very last of the metal in the Vineyard is these gripple things here, and unfortunately I nailed this side in place. The other side didn't have any nails, and we pulled all those out. Let me see if I can find one. There's one right there. All it is there's like a gripper inside there. The wire can go in that way, but it can't come back out. And you put this through a post like it is and push your wire through, and then every year you can pull the wire to tension it. But unfortunately, over the years, tensioning the wire also kind of destroys your end posts. But I won't have to deal with that anymore. Yeah, the other side I did not nail, and they just pop right out. There's no reason to nail these in. I'll get them out though. A little more dicking around. So in the next video, I'm gonna come back, and some of these posts are pretty much rotten at the ground, like this one right here. I'll be able to push that right out. I'll take out these screws. These go way the heck into here, about 10 inches. I'll pull those out, knock these crossbars off, and do whatever it takes to get these out. Either just push them over, or in some cases rock them and pull them out, or even cut them with a sawzall below the ground. But we'll get these out in the next video. This video actually took a little over a day, and it was pretty exhausting. It's the next morning right now. I have to go and do some other work, so we'll get back to this in probably 2 days. It's way too windy to film anything today anyways. So we'll get these out, get these posts out, and do a final mow, and then that'll be it for the Vineyard. I'll explain these as well. There's one here and one down at the other end. These are for the next phase of this land. So if you want to see that video, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.